Hey, what's up? It's Greg. Welcome to Friday, and you know what that means? That means that it's time for Uncut Friday. Now, Uncut Friday is when I go off the beaten path oftentimes and talk about topics that are unrelated to the channel in a completely unscripted, uncut manner. I'm going to deviate from that a little bit this week because something came on my radar screen that is related to the channel that I wanted to talk about. And if you're new to the channel, on this channel we talk about business, investment, and markets, not necessarily in that order. Sometimes markets is first, sometimes business is first, and sometimes investment is first. So what I wanted to talk about today, it relates to a stock that I recommended about 2 weeks ago, and it is none other than Moderna. I recommended the stock about 2 weeks ago, and it was selling then for around 132, 133 a share. Right before I made the video, it was down to like 118, which is what caught my attention, but it didn't stay there long. But it did have a pretty big sell-off before I made the video. And I'm going to, direct you to up here. I'll put the recommendation up here and at the end of this video. So in case you missed that or didn't see that particular video where I went into enormous detail on Moderna, I would recommend that you definitely look at it. Now, the thing that caught my attention, and it's been pointed out by various subscribers this past couple weeks, is that since I recommended that stock, it's done very, very well. And I'd have to say we're kind of lucky with the timing. And a series of things happened that, were unfortunate for some of these other companies, but it turned out to work tremendously or in Moderna's favor. One was the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and news that some people were getting blood clots. I think one woman in the UK died. And so that put a stop on the blood clots. And then also there were concurrently, this happened before the J&J thing, there was the AstraZeneca problem where, it was halted in some jurisdictions. So all of that, unfortunately for those companies and unfortunately for the people, that received or were going to receive those vaccines, it played into the favor of Moderna and Pfizer, because it basically increased the orders to both of those, and they had to fill in the gaps. So I think that was part of the rally that we've seen in the last 2 weeks. But since I recommended it at 132-ish, now I look today, it's up to 171, which is like a 30% rise in 2 weeks, and most of that was this past week. So to see a stock like this go up 30% in a week is quite remarkable. Now, one thing I want to, make sure everybody understands, and it's pretty obvious, but I wanted to just emphasize it, is that this is a development stage company, and its fortunes can rise and fall rapidly. And there's a lot of interest in this stock. And a lot of people are probably trading it. So be careful of the volatility. Just because it went up 30% in a week, or almost 30% in a week, doesn't mean it's going to stay there or go up another 30%. It could, but it doesn't necessarily mean it could or will. And I would suggest to everyone watching this channel and to the subscribers that, you just use caution and be prudent, and use some of the technical indicators that I've gone over many times on this channel. And I will point out that now, based on the Bollinger Bands and the slow stochastics, it is in a very overbought position right now. It's blown through both of those indicators. So, if you're looking to get into this stock, you might want to wait and see over the next couple of days what it does. You might be able to buy it cheaper. But again, I'm looking at this stock as I pointed out in the original video, as a long-term hold. as a way to bet on their pipeline, their very, very robust pipeline. And in particular, as I said in the first video, I'm very, very excited about this personalized cancer vaccine that's currently in phase 2 trials. And in addition to all the success they've had with the coronavirus, they will be not only continuing to put that vaccine out, but then there's going to be, you know, booster shots and all kinds of opportunity to make a lot of money there. If they come to commercialization with this personalized cancer vaccine, they are going to make an insane amount of money. Okay, and they had, you know, as you can see in that other video, they had a tremendous, robust pipeline of other vaccines and other medications that will contribute to their success too. So as I said on the last video, this is an opportunity to get into really a development stage company at the relatively early stages, and something that if the company continues to have this kind of success as a long-term hold, which is how I'm looking at it. I bought it around when I did the first video, and if you're looking at it as a long-term hold the way I am, it's something that, you know, you want to buy gradually over time. When there's dips, you buy more. Maybe even you buy into strength. I mean, that's something that I do quite a bit. But I think as a long-term hold, I'm very excited about this company. And I think the whole tech wreck that we talked about on this channel extensively, even though this is biotech, it's not truly tech, but it's biotech, and it did suffer from the sell-off. It was a great opportunity to get into this at an extremely attractive price. And if you're in it for the long term, I think you're going to be very happy that you did. And I'm looking to, I actually, since I recommended it, I bought a small amount. Then as it showed strength, I bought into strength, which, if you remember, that's the same thing I did with 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐿. So again, just wanted to update. I'm still very excited about this stock. I'd probably wait based on the technicals. It's pretty overbought at this point in time because it went up so fast, so quickly, and I'd probably excuse me, hold off and, you know, wait until there's a dip and then go in, you know, again with a small position and build it up over time depending on the price action of the stock. Okay, so that's what I have today for Uncut Friday. I didn't, you know, deviate too much from the subject of the channel on this particular week, but this is something that really caught my attention this morning, and I wanted to report on it. So anyway, everybody, have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and please like if you got value out of this, and subscribe. Because I'd love to have you on board for future presentations, which will be coming your way very soon.